Hey guys, it's JH, welcome to the practice tee. Okay, typical JH practice tee. It's about 40 miles an hour, straight into us, headwind, cross headwind. Tough conditions, but we're tough down here on the Gold Coast in Australia. Okay guys, so what we want to do, what I want to do today, is talk to you about an arm process. And I hope the wind is not killing the audio here. An arm process that might help you with accuracy and power. The greatest ball striker I saw in my time, over and above Mo Norman, was Lee Trevino. And Lee hit the same shot every time, same type of compression, perfect. Now he had clearly a very different process of application with his club and his arms through the ball. Now of course Lee set up to the ball quite differently to that of normality, in that he aimed 45 degrees left, had the club face pointing on his body line, which was shut to the target line, swung the club on his body line, keeping the club face square, took it back, it was shut at the top. He then shuttled his weight to the outside ball of his left foot, driving off his right side, and then he rotated his arms this way through the ball, counterclockwise through the ball. Now he never mentioned that in any of his instructions or in his golf instruction book. Now I believe that's exactly what Hogan did as well. We see Hogan with the bent left wrist here, and that conjures up a visual image and appreciation of him doing this through the ball. I believe he had the right arm working this way, guys, which gave him that hinged right wrist, and that created the bow look in the left wrist. But he was also, by having that hinged right wrist, he was also trying to turn that right forearm this way against the torque of the left wrist and in conjunction with the left forearm. So he's basically doing this. Now that's a very convoluted look and application physically in the golf swing. Very tough to do. And I believe that was Hogan's secret. I don't think it was all the other stuff. I think that he went this way through the ball as opposed to this way through the ball. And I believe that when he took the club back, he was trying to open the club face this way, trying to roll the foot, and he even said that. He said he opened the club face so much that it was impossible to close it through the golf ball. And Ken Venturi did the same, to the extent that he used to hurt his right elbow because he was rolling it so much this way. He didn't do that, but he rolled those forearms against containment, against what Martin Ayers terms containment. He rolled it this way, and he kept rolling it that way through the ball. Even when the wrist got to this position here, he was still rolling the forearms this way. Now Trevino did it better than anybody, but the difference between Lee was that because Lee was so shut at the top, he had to slide and had to pull so hard with his left hand through the ball that he had to keep rotating his forearms this way, otherwise he would have hit the ball to third base. Just would have been left to left. But because he hit it dead straight with a little fade all the time, no pulls, just dead straight with a little fade, because he went this way. Now guys, most of conventional teachings revolves around getting you to release the golf club this way, and everybody perceives that this is how the golf club is released, and maybe for some people it is. But I think for the average player, he could benefit enormously from taking the arms the other way through the ball to this extent. Down the line, this way. A guy that did it, which we don't talk about, was John Daly. If you look at John Daly in his downswing, the back of that left wrist is like that. He's pushing that left wrist down and the thumb in this way. And he gets this look about him. That's because the hand's coming this way. They're rotating that way. The lower body is moving that way, guys, but the upper body is rotating this way. So windy here. So windy today. And I think for most players, this will benefit you enormously because it keeps the club online. Now, I've revisited it in the last few days and I've been hitting some shots here from my buddies. And guys, the ball doesn't move. I mean, you can't hit the ball left. It just is exact dead straight with a tiny little 1-2 yard fade, and it just falls down so soft. It just bounces 2 kicks to the right every time it comes down. You don't lose any distance. So what I'm advocating is that as we're starting it back, we're rolling it open here, and then we're rolling it there, guys. We're not doing this. We're rolling it against that, and then come down. We're rolling it back even more here. See, I can get my wrist bowed in that position there, but my arm's going this way. They're going this way. And it's amazing how straight you don't lose any power at all. Hit it amazingly straight. Okay, we've got a really hard headwind, cross headwind. There's a 180 yard sign out there. So I've got to start at left of that sign and let it come back in. But I'm doing this, guys. And I'm pushing my hands down. I'm doing that. I'm turning that left arm this way and pushing the inside of my wrist this way. My thumb and forefinger are going this way. Here, through the ball. This type of action. Just like that. Now that'll probably hit the song with a bit of luck. Well, it didn't, but it's only about a metre to the left of it. I'm going to do a couple of videos today, guys, because I want to explain a few of the virtues of this in terms of other aspects of the game. One player that does it today, and I'll talk about him on the next tape, world-class player, and you can see that he does it through his practice swing. Okay, we'll just take a break, we'll come back and I'll go into some of the other aspects of this.